Alrighty, Cass. So this morning we're just going to go through a hypertrophy program that we've done up for you. So we're just going to start by jumping onto the bike for me. So this is just going to be our warm-up. Yep, so you can start pedaling there. So our warm-up's going to go for about 5 to 10 minutes. And so what we're going to do, get out of this is to get our heart rate from that 40% of our maximal heart rate up to our 70% of our maximal heart rate. So we're just going to gradually increase that. And that's what we call our training heart rate. So that's where we want to be when we start doing all our exercises and movements later on. So you can start pedaling a little bit faster. So the reason we go through this is because it increases our blood flow, and it lets our body know that we're about to do exercise. So it starts redirecting our blood through our body, all for the preparation, helps prevent injury later on. So you might notice that your heart rate will increase, your breathing will increase, and your body temperature will go up. So you might start getting a little bit of a sweat happening, which is really good. So again, it is important for us to get our heart rate up to that training heart rate, which is about 70% of our maximal heart rate, because it just helps prevent injury and helps us prepare for later on. So now that your heart rate's roughly at about that 70%, we just want you to stay there and maintain that for the next 5 minutes, just to keep you going and get you ready. Yep. I'm just going to run through a few cues with you. I just want you to remember them while doing all the movements today. It'll just help you from preventing any injuries and getting into the right position, so that helps with safety and things like that throughout the workout. So we just want to remember to keep your chin in at all times. So you're keeping your chin in, relaxing them shoulders and pulling them back. So just stretch yourself. Brace through your abdomen. And then I just want you to make sure you've got a nice neutral spine. So it just helps from slouching over at all or arching too much in any of them movements. Alright, does that feel comfortable? Yep. Alrighty, so the first exercise we're going to go through is our squat. So we're just going to start with our body weight squat. So if you find that these are progressing, like over the few weeks, you can progress and start adding dumbbells if you find that they're getting a bit easy. So we'll start with the squat. So feet are shoulder width apart. Yep. You're going to have your weight in your heels, and you're going to focus on keeping your chest up, okay? So again, chin in, shoulders back. So the best way to do this is, I find, to keep your arms out, because then that way your chest stays up nice and right. So we're going to come down. So you're going to come down as low as you can. If you can go below parallel, then that's good. If not, just stay to where you're comfortable with, okay? So your weight is in your heels. Good. And then coming back up. Nice. And then go back down for me. Really good. So nice positioning there. That's good. So what we're going to do with that one is going to have 3 sets. So in your program, we've got written it down that we're going to have 10 repetitions, 3 sets and a 60-second rest in between. So working at about that 80% intensity. So if you can go a bit quicker, go a bit quicker. Again, if it starts getting easy, just use some dumbbells as well. Yes. Alright. So with that one, we're working right through our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes and our calves. So any questions about the squat?
So it's just 3 sets of 10?
Yep, so 3 sets of 10, yeah. Just that 60-second rest in between. Alright, so next we're going to have the lunge. So with the lunge, again we're working through the quads, hamstrings, glutes and calves. So you're going to come down one leg in front, keeping the weight on your foot in the front and your toe in the back here. So the heel at the front, toe in the back. Have a nice right angle, so a 90-degree angle in the front there, and then just coming straight back up. We're going to get down and then up. So we're going to do 10 on one leg, and then you're going to swap and do 10 on the other leg as well. I'll get you to have a go at that one. Yeah, good. Really good positioning there. And that chest up, nice. So again, yeah, so the 10 on each leg, 80% intensity. If you find that it gets too easy that way, you can start adding some dumbbells again. So start off light and then gradually increase to how you feel. Alrighty, so the next exercise we're going to go through is our bent over row. I'll grab the bar for this one. So with our bent over row, so we're working through our lats, our traps and our biceps, so through the upper body. So with this one we're going to have a nice bent knees. We'll just take the lock out of your knees, sorry. So we're coming over, arms are dead straight, down in front, and we're coming up, bringing them elbows in close, and then just back down. So you're aiming to hit your upper abdomen each time. So again, shoulders back, bracing that abdomen, keeping that chin in. So let's have a go at that one. Really good. Yeah, that's really good positioning. That's good. So again, with that one, just making sure you don't get any arch in your back or you're slouching over at all. Any questions with that one? No. So again, yeah, we're sticking to that 10 reps, 3 sets, 80% intensity, and a 60-second rest in between. Alright, well, actually we'll keep hold of that bar because we'll go for the upright row. So this one we're keeping our hands in close. So with the bar, if you're using this one, you can just keep your hands inside that graded bit. From here, feet are just shoulder width apart. We're going to just bring our hands directly under our chin and then back down. So similar to the upright row, but this time we've got no bend in our back. Keeping upright and coming back down. And you can keep them elbows in close again as well if you can. Good. Yep, that's really nice. So just keeping that in close. Well done. Alrighty. So you had no pains through that one at all? No. That was quite comfortable. That weight felt comfortable as well?
Yeah, that was fine.
No worries. Again, just like all these movements, you can increase the weight if we need to, but all throughout that. Alrighty, what have we got next? Tricep extension. So with our tricep extension, getting that dumbbell behind our head. Easy way to do that is to go to the side so you don't hit yourself in the head. So from here, elbows in close again, standing up nice and tall, bracing through that abdomen, and we're just bringing the dumbbell up overhead and then back down. The elbows are in close, making sure that you don't go too wide. You can almost imagine that you're scratching yourself on the back with that dumbbell. Good. We're bracing through that abdomen, keeping nice and tight. Nice neutral spine. Really good. Nice work, Cass. Doing well. Alrighty. So we're going to go into the ground now. So we've got our push-up. So with our push-up, I'm going to start on the knees. And I'd get you to start on your knees too. Again, another progression is to go onto your toes. So when you feel more comfortable and feel stronger, you can move up to that. So you're going to imagine being in a triangle position. So your hands are at the base of the triangle and your head's going to come down into the point. So you're just aiming to get that chest to the ground, keeping them elbows in close and then coming back up. Making sure that we don't get any arch again or we don't start sagging. So when we say sagging, some people can bring their hips down too low. You want to make sure you get your hips up nice and high and then just coming down nicely like that. There we go. Good, Cass. Good, you get a nice natural arch there, that's nice. Awesome. So again, if you need to, you can progress to your toes. Just see how you go. 3 sets of 10, 60-second rest in between at an 80% intensity. Alright, lastly I'll get you to go back on the ground, sorry, we're going to go for our crunch. So this one we're working for our obliques and our abdomen, so our rectus abdomen. Abdominal, it's like a six-pack muscle really, what everyone likes to say. So with this one, what you can do, you want to focus on keeping your lower back into the ground. So we're going to lift up our knees for this one. Yep. So that can just help push you back into the ground. We're going to have our hands next to our head. Just make sure that when you do come up, you don't start really pulling on your head at all. So then we're going to just come up as high as you can. You don't have to go too high. Yep. And then back down to the ground. So you're almost flexing and then deflexing your abs there. Does that feel alright? No pain anywhere at all? Cool. Again, 3 sets of 10, 60-second rest in between. So this is our cool down phase. So through this, it's just a reverse of what we did in the warm up. So we're gradually decreasing that heart rate from 70% back down to 40%. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to have a chat to you about the program today, have a bit of an overview and a bit of a feedback little session. So with your program, we're just remembering that you are doing a hypertrophy program, which is focusing on gaining some muscle mass. So you want to achieve that 80% intensity with each set. Again, you need to do the 3 sets and then the 10 repetitions, 60 seconds rest in between. If you feel like you're not reaching that 80% after each set, what you can do is just increase that weight a little bit like we mentioned before. So add a small amount, get a bigger dumbbell over time, and just see how you go. So you should be leaving, that 60 seconds rest, just so that you don't injure yourself at all. So ideally, we want you to complete the resistance training program twice a week, and then that'll help you'll meet the physical activity Australian guidelines, what they recommend for you to do. So you just want to make sure you make the most out of the program. What you need to do is gradually overload the intensity. So if it begins to get easier, add a little bit of the weight like we have said. Also remembering to have those frequent rest days. So allow your body 24 hours to 48 hours rest between your resistance training, just so you can spread it out over the week as well. So have that day in between. So do you have any questions or concerns in regards to any of the exercises that we've done in the program today? No? Happy with them? Good. So I'll just go a bit of feedback here. So do you feel like you're satisfied with what the program is?
Yep.
Yep. Your aims and objects were achieved? Yep. Do you think you'll enjoy the program?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Yep. Awesome. Alrighty, and how do you feel you performed throughout the exercises?
It's probably a little bit easy, so I think I will maybe add a little bit of weight next time. Like you said, do increase it, but just gradually do it. Yeah.
Because you haven't done much body weight stuff before, but you have been doing exercise, obviously. You're fitting in quite well into them, so just slowly do increase that. That's good. So I'll just go over the program quickly. You can probably stop pedaling now. That's fine. All cool. Your body rate temperature feels right. Alright. So the warm up, 5 to 10 minutes. Just making sure we're gradually building up that heart rate from 40 to 70. Then we've got our resistance training. So we're going to go through all them exercises. 3 sets, 10 reps, 80% intensity. With our cardio training, so we're going to do 20 to 60 minutes of moderate 60% or up to vigorous, so 90% of our intensity of continuous aerobic exercise. So we'll do that 3 times a week. So you can do that in the gym, you can do it on the cross trainer, treadmill, on the bike. That's up to you. And then what we also recommend is that, like you've said earlier, that you'll go for a walk twice a week, a walk/jog, so about a 30-minute one. Again, vigorous to high intensity. So that will help you meet the Australian Physical Activity Guidelines if you do all them. Awesome. And then also just remember your cool down. So again, 5 to 10 minutes, gradually decreasing that heart rate from 70 to 40%. Any questions at all, Shane?
That's all.
No worries. Thank you, Cassie.